Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about intermittent fasting. What intermittent fasting is, the different methods of intermittent fasting, and also my own personal experience with it. So the dictionary definition of fasting is to abstain from all food and drink. So no food, no water, no tea, no coffee. But intermittent fasting is a little bit different, where you can drink water, you can drink tea or coffee during the day, but you can only eat for certain periods during the day. Now there's a few different ways to implement intermittent fasting. I've got some of the popular methods here which I'll go through. So first off, we've got the 16-8 method. That's 24 hours in a day. You fast for 16 hours and you eat for 8 hours. So your eating window is 8 hours. Where you place the eating window is entirely up to you. So me personally, I'm not really that hungry in the mornings. So I'll wake up and I can quite easily skip breakfast. So for me, something like 12 to 8 or 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. or even 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. works well. But if someone is really hungry in the mornings, then maybe they can do a 9 p.m. till 5 p.m. eating window. So they get up, their first meal is at 9 and they can eat all the way through till 5 p.m. It really depends on the person. So with this method, typically, you can have one meal at 12 o'clock, another meal at 4 o'clock, and one more meal at 8 o'clock. If you're having 3 meals, and if you're having 4 or 5 meals, you can just split it accordingly, providing that it's in that time frame. So it has to be, all the meals have to be between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. or 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. depending on how you structure your fast and your eating window. Second method is the 18-6 method. So you fast a bit longer this time, so for 18 hours, and your eating window is 6 hours. And again, an example of that, it can be 12 till 6, or it could be 3 p.m. till 9 p.m. Again, it depends on the person. It could be 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. So there's different ways to work it for your own preference. For me, if I was to do this one, it'd probably be 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. I think I'll be able to go through till 3 p.m. without eating. So typical meal here might be meal 1 at 3 p.m, meal 2 6 p.m, and meal 3 9 p.m. If you're doing an eating window of 12 till 6, then you can have one meal at 12, one meal at 3, and one meal at 6. Following on from that one is a 24 method, where the fast is longer again. So you're fasting for 20 hours this time, and your eating window is 4 hours. And again, you can place the eating window wherever you want, according to your preference. So something like meal 1 at 5 p.m, meal 2 7 p.m, and meal 3 at 9 p.m. will work well for me. So I've tried all these three, and the 16-8 method was pretty easy actually to stick to. The 18-6 method got a bit more difficult. I found it pretty tough, to be fair. I could last about 3 days on it. After that, I found it really hard to stick to that. The 24 method was extremely challenging for me. And it doesn't necessarily have to be every single day. So some people will do the 5-2 method. So they'll fast for 5 days of the week. So for instance, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they'll fast. And then Saturday and Sunday, they'll go back to the normal eating patterns. So they'll eat from the time they get up, 7 a.m, 8 a.m, 9 a.m, all the way through till the evening. And you can actually switch it around. So you can have Monday to Friday of normal eating, and then you can fast on Saturday and Sunday. So there's so many ways to do it, so many different methods to play with. Some people also do the 24-hour fast, where they'll fast for a whole day. So just water, tea, coffee during the day. So for example, if my last meal the day before was at 9 p.m, the following day I'll go all the way through till 9 p.m. before I eat anything again. So wake up in the morning, don't eat nothing all day, nothing in the afternoon, and then 9 p.m. have one big meal. So that's another way to do it. And again, the 24-hour fast, you can eat normal all week and then maybe on a Sunday have a 24-hour fast. So again, this is another way to do intermittent fasting. Or you could even do normal eating Monday, Tuesday, a 24-hour fast on Wednesday, and then normal eating Thursday, Friday, 24-hour fast again on Saturday, and back to normal eating on Sunday. So this can be played around with to suit your preference, to suit your lifestyle. Me personally, I did the 16-8 method, and I did it every single day for about 8 months. And during that time, I also experimented with the 18-6 method and the 24 method, and I found by far that the 16-8 method was really good, worked really well for me. 18-6 a little bit tougher, and the 24 method was not really sustainable for me. So a typical day for me when I'm fasting is first thing in the morning, I'd wake up, I'll have a glass of water followed by a black coffee. Now you are allowed to have water, tea or coffee when you're fasting, providing it's 0 calories, so no sugar in the coffee, and if you want to be really strict, no milk either. Sometimes I'd add a little bit of milk into my coffee depending on my mood. I'd wait a few hours, and normally at 12 p.m. or 1 p.m, 2 p.m. would be my first meal, normally a chicken and a rice meal. If I was working out later on during the day, about 4 p.m, 2 hours before my workout, I'd have my second meal, work out around 6 p.m, get home for about 8 and have my final meal at 8 p.m. So I'd have meal 1, breakfast or brunch at 12 p.m, and then I'll have a second meal about 2 hours before my workout, and then post workout I'll have my final meal. If I was training first thing in the morning, then I'd train on an empty stomach. So get up, water, black coffee, straight to the gym, train on an empty stomach, then come back, and then post workout meal 1 will be around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then meal 2 again 4 p.m, meal 3 at 8 p.m. Now in terms of workouts, I was a bit nervous about training on an empty stomach. I thought I'd be very weak. So I remember the first time I did intermittent fasting, and I started on a Monday, it was chest day. I trained and I felt absolutely fine. And I thought, okay, that's fine, but legs is the next day, and legs is a big muscle group. Will I be able to cope without any food, no breakfast? Because obviously in bodybuilding circles, people always say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that's what was programmed into me as well. So I was a bit nervous about leg day, and I was absolutely fine, strength-wise, stamina, endurance, everything was fine. And to be honest, after a few weeks of intermittent fasting, I found that I was actually stronger training on an empty stomach. So workouts did not suffer at all. Another benefit of intermittent fasting is if you suffer from a bloated stomach, that really helped me anyway. So I used to get bloated eating 6 meals a day. And with intermittent fasting, that went away within about a week and a half. So that was a really nice side effect of intermittent fasting. Thirdly, it's super easy. And instead of preparing, cooking, carrying around 6 meals with you every day, you only had 3 meals to deal with. And also, when you're dieting and you're restricting calories, instead of having 6 small meals, and you're not really full from those meals, you're constantly hungry, I had 3 bigger meals, and I felt more satisfied after those bigger meals. And with me, I'm not really that hungry in the mornings. So I'd get up in the morning, I'm not really hungry at all. I can quite easily skip breakfast. But I am really hungry in the evening. So intermittent fasting allowed me to skip breakfast, no problem. Have a nice meal at 12 o'clock, have another meal at 4 p.m. And then when I'm really hungry in the evening, I could have a larger meal. So 3 bigger meals as opposed to 6 smaller meals was really good for me. In terms of body fat, I found that I got shredded a lot easier. So in 2018, when I first done it, I got really shredded, and I'll try and dig out a photo, pop it up here somewhere. That was the first time that I got super lean, and I credit that to intermittent fasting. Now, whether there's anything magical with intermittent fasting compared to other diets, I'm not too sure about. I personally think it's all about calories. I know some people say that your growth hormone levels are elevated when you're intermittent fasting, but I personally think that it's just all about calories. And with intermittent fasting, I was able to stick to my calories. Whereas when I was doing 6 small meals a day and kind of feeling hungry throughout the day, I did end up cheating here and there, which adds up if you keep doing it over weeks and months. So personally, I think it's all about calories, but with intermittent fasting, I was able to stick to that calorie requirement, and that's what got me shredded. So closing thoughts, fasting, I love it. I personally love it. I think it's a great way and a very easy way to get shredded. Having 3 bigger meals, 3 bigger satisfying meals as opposed to 6 smaller meals where you're not completely satisfied each time you eat was a big thing for me. Really helped me. So if you're cutting, it's definitely a tool that you can work with. It's something to consider. If you're bulking, however, I don't think intermittent fasting is the way to go. I'm currently bulking at the moment, and I know that by restricting my eating window, I'm not going to be able to eat a surplus of calories. So currently I'm having 5 meals. I'm having breakfast and I'm eating all the way throughout the day. That way I can get a surplus of calories in. There's no way I could eat a surplus of calories if I stuck to an eating window of 12 till 8. So for bulking, I don't think it's that good. I know some people use intermittent fasting when they're bulking, but for me, I don't think that will work. But cutting, highly recommend intermittent fasting. I think it's great, super convenient, super easy, and a really good way to get shredded. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some good information out of it. If you did, give it a like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.